kids! Guess what? It's epic story time with Paper Mario and Luigi! Yeah! You've hit a snag, so welcome back to Paper Mario and the Millennium Door, or should I say Paper Luigi and the Chestnut Kingdom. Yes, in this episode, we're going to be reading every little thing that Luigi has to say in this episode, but not in his voice, though. That'd be too aggravating. I've been catching a breather here, you know, reflecting back on all my adventures. It's been a long road, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. Yep, we're gonna read the whole thing. So get ready, get a bowl of popcorn for a good story, or whatever you like. Nachos, I don't really give a crap. Just get something to eat, damn it! Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. My big brother, that's you, bro, got a letter from Princess Peach and took off. Left behind as usual, I was cooking a snack at home when another letter arrived. We don't get so much mail, so I was thinking, huh? This is what the letter said. Sirs, my name is Creep. I am a cabinet minister in the far-off Waffle Kingdom. Creep. Our land has been attacked by the Chestnut King, who took our Princess Eclair. I asked him, nay, beg for your assistance. The Waffle Kingdom needs your skills. I humbly request your prompt response, sirs. Sincerely, Creep. Well, I don't remember it exactly, but I think that's how it went, something like that. With Mario, that's you, bro, gone, it fell to me to answer this plea. Hesitating only a teensy bit, I headed to the Waffle Kingdom to investigate. Oh no, first I wrote a note to myself about what I was going to cook, then I left. But once I reached the Waffle Kingdom, I met the Minister Creep, who filled me in. The Chestnut King had kidnapped Princess Eclair and vanished, even though it said that in the letter. Apparently, though, some oracle said a marvelous compass could locate her. This marvelous compass had been broken into 7 parts by an ancient curse, and those parts had been scattered across the land. Can you believe it, bro? Each part of the marvelous compass was said to point to the next. And since one of the parts was embedded in the tiara worn by the princess, I surmised that once I collected all the parts, I'd find her. Smart, huh? No, not really, just logic. The minister gave me the compass base spoken in the Waffler fables. When I activated it, the entire thing lit up, indicating the deep south. It was pointing me towards Rumble Bump Volcano on the Pudding Continent. Sounds like Super Mario World all over again. So yeah, here I am. I'm sailing out of Roadport for Rumble Bump Volcano. It's probably going to be pretty dangerous, but I gotta rescue that princess! Yeah, I was totally paying attention. Well, like I said, it's a long story. As soon as my ship docked on Pudding Continent, I set out for the volcano. To reach my destination, I spent several days forging through the dense jungle. Scary beasts were all over, more than I thought I was done for, bro. May have screamed a bit to scare them off, you know, but as fate would have it, a blooper named Bluey found me shrieking and found me in this one town. Bluey was on a journey of his own, but he joined me after hearing my tale. Now Bluey's a madman. Back in his hometown, they call him a white torpedo. That's a bad title right there. Yeah, he's a tough guy. Anyway, he helped me to fight the Rumble Boat Volcano. This place was all about bubbling lava pools and heat that made the sun sweat. And the place was lousy with evil traps designed to protect the compass piece. It's like Indiana Jones. The scariest one was a 100-foot tall statue that stomped around. Now the weakness of this giant statue, bro, was a red gem on its forehead. Now I could just jump high, but not high enough to reach that thing by a long shot. So I came up with this plan for Bluey to hit that weak spot. All you, man, I said. I waited for a pause in the statue's movement and hooked Bluey up there. And bullseye, the white torpedo saved the day. That jewel got whacked. It was a critical hit, and that stone statue toppled and crumbled into pieces. Once that stone was done, it was an easy stroll to the room where the treasure was. Unfortunately, Princess Eclair was nowhere to be found. But I got another piece of the marvelous compass and put it in the base. Now the compass pointed toward the west, Plump Belly Village in the Strudel Continent. What the frick? So I set sails once again there and came back here to Roadport to recharge. That's what happened to me lately, but I'll be heading out soon. Interesting. Very interesting indeed, Luigi. So tell me, were you high when all this happened? I wouldn't blame you. Once we made landfall in the Strudel Continent, we made for the Plump Valley Village. Once we got there, though, we immediately noticed that something was wrong. We learned from the mayor that the town was ruled by a giant snake named Hizza. Really? He said his own daughter was going to be offered up as a sacrifice to this beast, too. So, of course, being heroic, I offered myself up to go in her stead. Brave, huh? I guess. Now, the custom was for sacrifice to be dressed up as bride, so I got all dolled up. Oh, God. I was one hot sacrifice, bro. I looked so good, I fooled our foes and got his lair. It was kind of rough fighting in that gown, but I managed to clip in shapes, bro. I finally found Hizza and the snake that had a second head on its tail. Talk about scary. I fainted real quick, but when I came to, I managed to distract both hands. It reared up fangs, bared to attack, and at that moment, I definitely lunged left. Its gaping mouth smashed into one another, and each vanished in a cloud of smoke. A shiny plate fell on the spot where his body had been coiled. Yes, another compass piece. I said it, and it pointed east to Circuit Break Island. Just as I was about to leave town, the mayor asked me to stay and marry his daughter. I thought about it. She was sort of cute, but we ended up sneaking off in the next morning. I mean, I still have to save Princess Eclair from the Chestnut King. And when the Marvelous Compass activated this time, I heard somebody's voice. It was so beautiful, bro. I'm certain it was Princess Eclair's voice. My heart began to race. That's when I realized it. Princess Eclair, I think. Kind of zoned out there. So yeah, we set sail after ditching town. And somehow we managed to get back here to Roadport. And here I am. Huh. Interesting. Well, like I said, it's a long story. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they were holding kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first in the race gets to rule the island as king for the day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the awards ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes. Right there on the trophy they gave to the winner. It was another piece of the Marvelous Compass. I had almost passed dead away. I decided right there and then that the only thing to do was enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was that wrong. The karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course, they wanted to get right out there pronto. These drivers are crazed. But I worked up the courage and signed up anyway, and my race day finally came. I got one of the best karts, the green 1001. I took my position at the start line, the light went green, and I stomped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse! The big green 01 went rocketing backwards with me yelling, and I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off in midstream. In one fell swoop, I dropped the last piece and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. The other cars crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by country mile, bro. It took the piece off of my trophy and added it to the Marvelous Compass. The compass came to life and pointed me towards the Jazzafraz town in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words could form poetry if spoken by your voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So yeah, after that, I got back on my boat and came back here to Roadport, and that's what's been up with me. Man, they just keep going, don't they? Jazzafraz town. As soon as we hit up Jazzafraz town, we were overcome by the glitz and glamour. It's a very lively place, bro. Tons of daisies live there, and they're always smiling. While looking for the piece of compass, I met with a hip daisy named Hazy. Hazy was a producer, and he was looking for actors to go on stage with him. I told him we couldn't since we were looking for the compass part, you know? But Hazy said we could win the compass part in the upcoming Drama Slam. He said the so-called Drama Llama plaque might, in fact, be one of the parts. We just had to give it a try, so we rehearsed with the cast and hit the stage. Our musical was called The Mystery of the Fiery Hat and Social Art Awareness. What? The script was really great, bro, but I got really hosed, bro. My part, was grass. I played grass by the side of the road. Grass, bro, grass! Well, you're kind of fitting for the part, I mean, really. I just sprawled out on the ground and had to be silent. Everyone but me had lines. I don't care if I was wearing green. Who cast someone based on that? That was awful! In the end, our musical was the talk of the town, and we won the Drama Slam. I got the compass part after, but even that didn't make me very happy. The huge after party would just bum me out more, so I snuck out the back door. But wow, outside were tons of fans, my fans, fans of grass. They swarmed me. I just couldn't believe it. Imagine cheering for grass. I was ecstatic, bro. After that, I added the piece to the Marvelous Compass, which pointed me north. It pointed to the rapturous ruins in Grimble Forest. Then, the voice again. Oh, my cherished Princess Eclair, how you soothe me. I would be grass for you. I will find you. I will reach you. I will stand by your side and be your Luigi. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So yeah, anyway, then I got back on my boat, and I came back to Roadport, and here I am. Another leg of my adventure completed. Man, you just get wrapped up in that Princess Eclair quite a bit, don't you? After journeying deep into the Grimble Forest, I found the domed, rapturous ruins. Inside, everything was pure white. You couldn't even tell what the floor became walls. Proceeding dead ahead, I found myself in a chamber where a young boy sat. As I approached the boy, someone named Screamy appeared out of nowhere. Yeah, that's the little sperm, I think. Screamy said that the boy's name was Cranberry, and that he'd wait for a child of fate. That didn't make any sense to me, so I started searching quietly for the compass piece. But then it happened, bro. I got a tiny tickle in my nose, and I let out a huge sneeze. Well, Cranberry must have heard it, because he opened his eyes right up. He looked at me and smiled, and all of a sudden, all I could understand his language. Can you believe it? I learned that boy was the last of his ancient race, the Luffs. He had been guarding the marvelous compass piece for the last 1,000 years. He told me that the compass is an item with the power to see into the future. An ancient Luff empire, the power of the compass to rule much of the world. But because of their greed, they were cursed by the compass, and their empire collapsed. To prevent a report of fate, Cranberry broke the compass into 7 parts. So it's like another tale I've heard of. He hid the 6 and kept 1, putting himself to sleep until a worthy hero woke him. I was that hero, bro. He gave it to me, and then it vanished into the ruins. Then I added that piece to the compass. It pointed to the far north, where the dreaded Hate Song Tower stands. This time, I heard Princess Eclair's voice more clearly than ever before. I will rescue the princess. I will be super, and then I'll figure out the rest later. But anyway, I headed back to Rogueport, and after that, I'm making my final preparations for the final battle now. I'm a little nervous, bro, but that's what I've been up to. Anyway. Hate Song Tower stands atop a jagged, unclimbable cliff beyond the northernmost sea. The winds whistle down the cliff, howling the banshee, singing songs of hate. People say it's pretty much the scariest place in the world, and I had to go there. Blocking out the bone-chilling howls, I somehow managed to reach the tower's door. I was terrified, but the thoughts of Princess Eclair warmed my heart and gave me power. All of my companions felt the same way. They were with me to the bitter end. The doors to the tower swung slowly open to reveal an inconceivable darkness. I tried to call out to Princess Eclair's name, but I couldn't even breathe because... As I strained my eyes in the darkness, I saw the most terrifying beast of all! My mother! The Chestnut King himself appeared before me! He was monstrous and drooling! Puddles of toxic goo dripped from his mouth, melting the very ground at our feet! I couldn't stop shaking, but I gritted my teeth and faced the evil beast dead on. I dodged the king's fangs, jumped onto the chest, and gave him a hammer whack! My swing split the air and crashed the dead center onto the Chestnut King's skull. Hopefully powered me up, bro. I was going to toe-to-toe with the king, and I was loving it! This is it, I thought. I can win this. Risk it all on my next blow. I gripped my hammer tight and waited for my moment. The tension stung me. Shoo-whack! The ocean winds raged against the tower windows. With that sound and my call to battle, I advanced with no mercy in my heart. And then... What? I can't read dots. I beat him. I defeated the Chestnut King. And an even worse beast came out next. Nightmare Thing. But I beat it too. I rescued Princess Eclair, and it was all over. Well, that was anticlimactic. And then I came back to Rogueport and had a light of lunch, and that's about it. Huh? You think there was more to the story than that? Not at all. That's it. That's the whole story of the quest for Princess Eclair. The end. But my adventures won't end here, bro. They'll never end. So, now that he's actually told his story, he actually has a book published at the local market right here, downstairs. Actually, you know what? This guy actually novelized my quest. He's been interviewing me. He's actually interviewing me here at the end during the breaks of my adventure. I didn't think anyone would be interested in reading a book about Luigi. Nobody cares about the Luigi. But Super Luigi came out recently, and check this out, bro. Here in Rogueport. It's set a new record for consecutive weeks at #1 on the bestseller list. Oh, hooray for Luigi, bro! I started reading it the other day. It's an encyclopedic account of multiple volumes. Excruciating detail, bro. It's like a history book. It seems like one, anyway. They got it in the shop here in Rogueport. How about you snag a copy, bro? I played a cameo! I played a cameo! So, interesting thing, if you actually talk to Luigi's partners during the adventure, they'll actually tell you little tidbits that Luigi didn't tell you about during the actual game. And, yeah, the book's actually a little more detailed about the story and a little bit more, I don't know, more details about it. You can buy it over here. They cost a fortune every time you buy it. It actually costs more money. But that's the first copy. I just bought it because I could. And it also replaces the contact lenses that you needed for Miss Tough and stuff over here. So next time on Paper Mario and the Millennium Door, we're going to do some more adventuring, exploring. We got one more thing to do for the next bonus episode, and that's going to call for this episode. So, I mean, for the LP. So I will see you next time once Mario is done hanging himself, because he's tired of this game. We're getting tired of this game already. Move on to the next game. Alright, I'll see you later.